Welcome to Michael's Beer Review. Tonight I'm reviewing Busch Beer. It's one of the top selling beers in America. I've been sipping on it. Excuse me. Actually, it's not bad. Actually, it's better warmer than colder. When it's cold, it's real heavy. When it's real cold, like that yellow lager look to it, but it doesn't have a bad smell. Not really overbearing smell. It has that cooked vegetable smell to it. But Busch, they give you 25 ounces too. It's always discounted. It's not that prevalent out in California. Nah, you don't see it much. You see this. You don't see 6-packs. You'll see a case in 12-packs. You don't see 6-packs. You see 24 ounces. This is 25, so they give you 1 extra ounce. But I've been sipping on it. It's all not bad. No aftertaste. It has a lemony taste. If it's cold, it's heavy. So actually, the only thing wrong with this is the 4.3 alcohol. It's not that heavy in alcohol, so you got to drink a lot of these. Why is this beer good? It just has a crisp, clean, refreshing taste. Lagers have crisp, clean, refreshing taste. That's what they are. American Adjunct Lagers, and they're supposed to have a crisp, clean, refreshing taste. Adjuncts throws people off. There's a myth out there saying adjuncts are American Adjunct Lager is just bad because they have bad ingredients, but they're not hiding that. They put corn and rice to look like this, a lighter beer, to lighten up the taste, crisp, clean, and refreshing. So if you look at the beers that you drank, crisp, clean, refreshing, summertime beers, this would be a good summertime beer. Would you want to drink a stout or a quad in the summer? You want to drink this. It's watered down. Yeah, of course it's watered down. They're not trying to hide the fact that this is watered down. But Busch, this is not a great beer, but it's not a bad beer. But it's not overly bad. I had bad beers before. I had the Trader Joe's beers I had. Has more of a silk, oily taste. This is crisp, clean, refreshing. You don't get that oil type of oily taste to it. To what Trader Joe's like what they call it, My House Brewing. That's not good beer. Even Big Flats, it had kind of oily taste to it, which wasn't good. This is better than Big Flats. That's what you need when you start reviewing more beers, and you just get to know that these beers, Busch and what Budweiser tastes like and everything else, and you get to the real cheap beers like, again, Trader Joe's beers, and you're like, this is not as good as the Anheuser-Busch. And everybody says Anheuser-Busch makes bad products or has bad ingredients or cheapens down their beers. How do you know that? There's no label on here that says what's ingredients on here. There's no information because you don't have to do it. Beer companies don't have to put the information what they put in their beers. So to say that's cheap because they put adjuncts, corn or rice, that's misleading because rice sometimes is more expensive than barley. So when people say, well, adjuncts cheapen down the beer, that's not really correct there, buddy. Because again, rice and sometimes rice is as more as barley. To make a crisp, clean, refreshing beer, you got to bring down the protein. And that's what I use, corn and rice. So, Busch, what do you do? I mean, I don't like the ABVs on it because it's not that high. And I kind of like Busch Light better, but this is not bad. This is not, it's not readily available in California, so I'll take High Life because if this was readily available, I might try this, but it isn't. It's sometimes it's what's readily available. Is it Busch or Miller High Life? Or is what else is there that's cheaper? Natural Light is more readily available. Natural Light is, but this is little It's had a little more flavor than natural light. And they say it's all advertisement. It's not all advertisement. That's Anheuser-Busch. If let's take Budweiser, if people if you put an ad on and people bought it because the Clydesdales or some frogs when Anheuser-Busch promotes Budweiser, and people drink the beer, and if it sucks, they wouldn't be having 100 million repeat customers on Budweiser. This is the lower, not the lower, it's a light beer. Right? 4.3 is light. It's a good summer beer, good fishing beer, good going out and for the summer or a picnic or whatever. And again, if you have a heavier beer like a quad or a stout, would you rather have a stout in the summer or this? It's a no-brainer. You'd rather have a Busch or a Budweiser or a Miller High Life. So these beers have their purpose sometimes. When people say they're there to cheapen it down, that's why they're pushing these beers. Nobody's pushing beer on people. And I always say, why is this number 7th beer or 6th beer in the nation? Because people want a lighter version of beer. They want a light lager. And then to have a lighter lager, they have to put rice and corn to break it down to make it light. How do I rate this? It's hard to rate. Because I like PBR a little better. I like High Life a little better. Let me taste it. You know what? I give it a solid C+. It's doable. It's not readily available. One thing, if it was readily available, I'd probably have a higher rating in California, but it's not readily available. So I give it a C+. Nothing bad, nothing wrong. It's not the taste when I was tasting it wasn't. And then let me get this. Wasn't overbearing. No aftertaste. There's no corn. I like the corn High Life though, but it doesn't have a oily oily aftertaste, and it doesn't have that stinginess. It is a good tasting beer, this Busch. And Anheuser-Busch has this is a good economic discount beer, and they have a good ice beer, natural ice. Budweiser's excellent, Bud Light's excellent too, so to say that Anheuser-Busch doesn't make good products, that's just, you're just trying to say that big is bad and small is good. That's dumb. Okay, something as big is bad and something small brewery is good. And saying this is a bad product and then all these people are trying to push their different types of beers. Like, okay, make a lager, microbrew it and compete against it. Don't say that's bad because we have a stout or we have an ale. That's a different style altogether. So just be honest with people and say, if you don't like the product, that's your opinion. If you don't like the way they do business, that's your business. That's your opinion. But if you don't like because it's big, that's just doesn't make common sense to me. So Busch C+. I gave it I give it a 77. If I try it again, I might give it a higher rating. Busch Beer, again, it's not really readily available out here in California, so I can't rate it high because I can't get a 6-pack or 12-pack, which has a decent price. Yeah, I can get a 24 for like $14-15. It's not really available. Only like the old liquor stores. It's not in a big Trader Joe's or some other place where it's high end. This is some liquor. It would be at a local mini market or something. But again, who would know? At Busch, it's been around since about over 50 years. It'll still go strong. It's economic, but I don't like it because of the low alcohol. And I like High Life better. What else I like? A Schlitz, but this is not cheap. Schlitz. Old Milwaukee is better. I think Old Milwaukee's better than this. I'd rate Old Milwaukee better. Old Style, if you're in Chicago. What else is there? Hams is better. Old Style is better. But this is not bad. So, again, C+ for Busch. If you don't like it, if you don't like Anheuser-Busch products, let me know. If you do like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Comments, questions, and I'll see you later.